I am all ready for today's recipe because I am super excited to be cooking butter chicken biryani. Yes, you heard it right. I'm making some butter chicken, I'm making some rice, I'm going to make a really nice butter chicken biryani. I have shared a butter chicken recipe quite some time ago, but this one is slightly different because I have made it in such a way that it goes really well in the layers of the biryani. And I'm again using chicken thighs, but this time I'm going to use skinless and boneless chicken thighs, 8 of them. And the reason being that it'll just give you bite-sized pieces of chicken, which are going to go really well in this dish. Here, 8 chicken thighs, no skin, no bone, and I'm going to cut it into small pieces. Just cutting it into bite-sized pieces. I'm going to start with 4 tablespoons of yogurt, natural yogurt, and I'll add the spices. 1 teaspoon of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of salt, heaped teaspoon of chili powder. You can use chili powder to your taste, and a teaspoon of oil. And then grate 2 garlic cloves and a big piece of ginger into this. Just to mix. And this goes into our chicken. And I'm going to let this marinate in the fridge for half an hour to 1 hour. In the meantime, I'm going to prepare the sauce for this. So here I've got 500 grams of really nice basmati rice, and I'm just going to rinse it well. I'm going to get this water on the pan, and I'm going to add some spices. So 4 to 5 cardamom pods, a stick of cinnamon, 1 bay leaf, 4 to 5 cloves, and I will bring this to a boil. So this spiced water has come to a boil, and I'm just going to cook the rice in this until it's not fully cooked, but just 50% done, just half cooked. Here is our rice, and I can't tell you time wise how long to cook it for because all rice is different, but you can see that it's cooked, but it's not fully cooked. I'll show you where you can see that it is soft, but it's not fully cooked. It's half cooked, and that's when I'm going to drain it out. I'm going to now start on the sauce, and I've got 1 medium-sized onion, and I'm finely chopped this. For the sauce, I'm going to put 1 heaped tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of oil, and just bring it, heat it up first. You add 1 piece of cinnamon and 4 to 5 green cardamom, and then I'm going to add in the onions. Cook this for 10 minutes on medium heat until lightly golden. I will also roughly chop 4 to 5 tomatoes and then puree them. Going to grate 2 garlic cloves and a piece of ginger. That's a perfectly golden color, and this smells so amazing because it's got a bit of butter mixed with that cardamom. Oh my god. So I'm adding the grated ginger and garlic and just cook it for a minute. That addition of butter makes such a big difference. And now we're going to add the pureed tomatoes. There you go. Also 2 tablespoons of ready tomato puree because it adds more flavor and a little bit of color. Now I'm going to cover and cook this for at least 20 minutes. So I'm going to start with a teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of salt, good teaspoon of garam masala, and a tablespoon of dried fenugreek leaves. This is quite a kind of key flavor for the butter chicken. And just a good mix. 3/4 teaspoon of honey, and then I'm gonna mix it. I've got a really hot oven at 200°C, and I'm going to put this chicken in for 15 minutes, which is going to be enough for the size of the chicken pieces, and also the rest of it will cook with the biryani. Our chicken's done. Look, it's gorgeous. And this is going to go straight into the sauce. It's right now not on any heat. I've turned the gas off because I don't want it cooking anymore. Just a tablespoon of cream and a tablespoon of butter. Mix it all up, and then we are going to layer the biryani up. Step is to fry some onions, which is obviously the key to any biryani. So I've got 5 smallish onions here, and I'm just going to thinly slice them. This is the pan I'm actually going to layer the biryani, and that's why I'm going to fry the onions in this pan. The reason being that once I fry the onions, it will leave all the flavor at the bottom of the pan. So when we layer it, it's going to all be great. So the onions going. I'm going to fry these until golden. The onions are ready, and I don't want the excess oil. I just want the fried onions. So I'm just going to pass it through a sieve. Look at that beautiful color. I'm going to layer the biryani up, and that is what makes it biryani, because then the flavors will infuse when I put it in the oven. I just cannot wait. So here is our rice, semi-cooked rice, and I'm just going to put a little sprinkle of the rice at the bottom here, and I'm going to put half of this chicken curry. Now you will ask me that if I'm going to remove the whole spices or not. So I don't remove the whole spices, and I let the person who's going to eat this remove it when they're eating. But if you want, you can at this point. If you see any whole spices, just take it out. Right, so that's got one layer of butter chicken. Then it's going to have some rice. So I'm going to add half the rice now. And the rice smells incredible because I cooked it with all the spices. It just is incredibly gorgeous smelling. We're going to add some of the onions. So I've got the lovely layer of onions, and then I am going to put the second layer of the butter chicken. And I will now put all the rice that's left. So all of the rice goes in. It's just a really good quantity for a whole family to enjoy. and you might get some leftovers for next day. Now I'm going to finish this with onions. I've got a pinch of saffron in warm milk and I let it soak for 5 minutes. Just going to put few drops all over. A few drops of Kevra water or rose water, whatever you have at home. Just a few drops all around. That's all layered up. It's done. I'm going to cover it up with this. And I've got the oven on at 180C, and I'm going to let this cook at 180C for 40 minutes, 35 to 40 minutes. Oh dear, that goes in. It's heavy. So it's been in the oven for 40 minutes and I let it rest for 10 minutes before I I have got here some bundi raita and some salad to go with it. You can serve it with anything or nothing. This is amazing just on its own. It smells so good that I just can't wait to cook it. Oh guys. Alright. It's hot. I don't care. Is ultimate. I really do hope that you guys will give this a go. Please leave a comment, subscribe and share. Spread the word. And I hope you will enjoy this.